How are you like physically now? Because I've been watching obviously the Moto Spy stuff, and you see that you've not been 100%.
Yeah.
How are you?
Still same. It's not, something isn't right. We've done a lot of tests and it shows that there is something wrong, but I'm seeing a couple more specialists next week. It's difficult getting into some of these people. First off, they're across the country since I'm in Florida, and second, it's hard to get in there, especially on such short notice. So hope to know more next week, but something ain't right. I noticed that.
It's a shame that Hangtown comes around so quick.
Yeah, it really sucks because I have not been doing any like legit training that gets me forward because my body doesn't allow any of that. So it's frustrating for me because I'm going to the races and I don't know any more than I did the week before, and nothing has changed. So it's difficult because I know that I can win. We were starting to go uphill and something got really messed up. So
what is it, like fatigue? Or?
Yeah, I'm just majorly fatigued. My energy is super low, and my body doesn't absorb any training, and so that's pretty much what I've been dealing with for many weeks now.
You've squeezed so much into the 11 plus years you've been, 10, 11 years you've been pro. At the time when you kind of came onto the scene, the transition to where you are now to the US seemed to make so much sense. It seemed to be a written thing from the start. You do that, KTM, win the World Championship, move over here, Supercross, blah blah blah. Are you happy with how it went, or do you wish you stayed in GPs longer or moved here sooner?
First off, I don't regret anything I did because I wanted to be in the US and I still want to be. Like it was right at the transition time. I didn't even have my driver's license when I was back in Europe. So coming over here, I pretty much owned my first house, bought my first car, had my driver's license. So now it's honestly almost like I haven't lived anywhere else, just because I was starting to be an adult here and I know a lot more about the US or how to do things in the US than if I would go back to Germany. If I would come back to Germany right now,
it would be adult things.
Yeah, it would be like going from Germany in the US back then. Everything was new here and it was anything but easy coming over here, just because I had zero Supercross experience and we were living on the West Coast, and I traveled to all the East Coast, right? The heat, like there was just so much. It was very overwhelming. There was so much to learn. I think if I would have stayed in Europe, because I had my stuff dialed. 2009, I rode good. I should have won the championship in 2010 if my bike would have broken 3 times. Won the championship in 2011. Like every single year, I was just getting better and better, and I had my stuff dialed. I went to Red Bull. Like I had a solid system that worked over there. Coming over here, it didn't matter anymore because everything was different. Grocery, training. I didn't have my track anymore. The climate was different. The racing was all one day. Like everything was so different. The bikes were different. It was crazy and it was very overwhelming. So it was tough to learn, and it took a long time until it felt natural.
There was at the start of the year, there was some crazy rumours that Herlings been injured. He's going to come race US. What are your opinions on that? Like reigniting that rivalry from back then, and obviously racing together all the way through youth days. What are your opinions on that?
Oh, it would have been sweet. Obviously Jeffrey and I go way back, and obviously the level that he's been on over there was phenomenal and outstanding. So it would have been cool for him to come over here. But at the same time, I didn't believe it at all. Yeah. Not from the first second on, because I think I just look at it. I'm like, why would he? Because I feel like he's got his stuff dialed over there, and I know he's injured, and he obviously missed a few races already, and he's going to miss a few more. But why come here, maybe not being as prepared as he was last year, and it's different over here, and I know he's ridden one race, but I just feel like it's too much of a hassle for him. He's got his stuff dialed over there, and he's super solid. So I think for right now, I don't think it would have made any sense for him to come over here.
Do you still keep up on the GPs, or do you kind of?
I do. I actually do keep up with it a lot more lately. And I'm in contact, I wouldn't say every day, but we talk pretty much on a weekly basis with Tony Caroli.
Yeah, I saw he posted a funny picture.
Yeah, we're still good friends. I mean, I've liked Tony ever since, first off before I raced GPs, but then I started racing GPs. Were
you ever teammates with him?
No, I was not. So I was not teammates with him, but obviously he was with the Carly, and then I was with KTM obviously and stuff. But I would say same, but different, with him being just on a KTM, yeah. But yeah, so we go way back, and we're still really good friends. So I keep in touch with him a lot.
So you're rooting for the number 10 this year then?
For sure. Number 10? Oh, for number 10, 10th title. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
What are your personal career highlights? And obviously you've won a lot of championships, won a lot of races. What are the standout moments for Ken Roczen?
Dang, it's crazy because luckily there's a lot as of right now. Maybe not lately. It's been stalling out a little bit, but I will get back there. But obviously all the titles. First off, the first ever GP that I've ever won in Deutschland, which was huge.
Home GP.
Yeah. Then I wouldn't say there's one that is like my absolute favorite. It's just they're all remarkable for myself. Then getting the title in 2011, we won the Destinations, Team Germany. It's been a long time.
You one of the most prolific riders in the sense that you've won almost everything.
Yeah.
So GPs.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way, but it's
Supercross,
yeah.
AMA Nationals.
Yeah. So there's just a lot of. I won the title in 2013 here on the West Coast, the West Coast 250 title. I'm still trying to cross off that Supercross 450 title. That's the last thing left. Obviously, I don't have an MX1 GP title, but who knows? Maybe in the future we'll find my way back there. But no, overall, just all the titles there, like you said, they're so spread out, right? From MX2 to Destinations to West Coast Supercross. 2014, my first, I was a rookie, my first 450 outdoor title. 2016, obviously one of the best seasons I feel like I've ever raced, Supercross and Moto. Winning that title and winning 20 out of 24 races, I think it was huge.
I was at Anaheim 1 in 2017 when you turned up in the suit. I was at the press conference and everyone was blown away by the suit, the car. Just signed with Honda. You had this mega shift deal going on. You must have just shot the McGrath Terra Firma thing.
Yep. Some good times right there.
How good did you feel at that point?
It was on top of my career. I mean, physically, mentally, everything. There was not like at that point there was nothing that could beat me besides what happened. But anyway, whether that would have happened, you can't win 17 Supercross rounds, but mentally for me, there was nothing that could like mentally or physically derail me unless you have an injury or like a crash like that. Yes, but when it comes to people racing, whatever, I feel like I was just on top of the world,
And obviously since then you've had two big injuries. You must have had some mega low points. But and people have been talking about this Tiger Woods comeback, right? But look at the Ken Roczen comeback. How close are you to being that Ken Roczen from A1 in 2017?
I can tell you, I'm far away from that's for sure.
Is it possible for you to get back there, do you think?
It'd be tough, but I feel like I can get. No, I know that I can get good enough to win a title or win titles and win races for sure. The hunger is definitely there, but it's been a long road and people might be sick of hearing it. But right now, I'm still not, still trying to put the puzzle piece together. I just want to have some, and it's nothing. I don't need an excuse. I don't want an excuse. I don't like excuses, it's nothing to do with excuses, but I'm just still figuring if it was as easy as 2016 and before, where I didn't have any body problems or whatever. I just went out and did my training, and the only thing that sucked was if you don't really, or not every day it's easy to do it. There's somebody in your head saying, just this, whatever, this, let's take a day of rest. And no, I still did it. And that I still am that way. But there's just some certain limiters like what I've been dealing with right now. But at the same time, I'm learning a lot with the bike. Like we are still far away from where we want to be and where we are supposed to be. First off, my body, and we need to get better with the bike as well, just to help it out. We are, but with my team, like they'll do whatever it takes. Whether that's my mechanic, my team, everybody. Trey being our test rider, and we will. I want to put Honda back on top, on the very top, and it's going to happen.
So right now the focus is all nationals. You won it before, you know what it takes. That's the goal right now is.
Right. It's first off is staying healthy and first off getting healthy. Like I just want to race. Like, I've been talking about championships for so long and it hasn't happened in ages. So
right now it's just.
It's if I feel good and I'm healthy and everything's good, the wins will come by itself. But right now all we do is talk about it and it didn't happen. So.